Welcome back to CryptosRus. I am George. We're all George. So, good morning. Welcome to another market open stream today. Let's talk about what has never, ever happened with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not just Bitcoin this time. New records are set. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about how bullish this is and what to expect this week since it is Thanksgiving week. So let's do this. Welcome, guys. The market bell, strong as ever. Battery still not replacing this thing. Just keeps on going, just like Bitcoin. Starting out, today's market is kind of mixed. I would say this week, I don't know. I haven't looked at history before. Leading up to Thanksgiving, whether it's pretty good for U.S. markets or not, or just kind of stagnant, I don't know. But right now for Bitcoin, hey, that's not too bad. 37.2. We just shot up yesterday, out of the blue, from 36.6, and then we shot up over here to about 37, and then we shot up to almost 37.6. And now we're up there once again. But what did I tell you guys? We've been just slowly trending upwards. It's pretty obvious, right, that we're just trending upwards at this point. And it's looking pretty good. Slow and steady growth. Of course, we're waiting for Bitcoin to break into 38,000. That might happen this week. That might happen this week. So things are looking pretty darn good. In an interesting turn of events, like I mentioned this on Friday, again, it has really nothing to do with crypto, but everyone's talking about this ousted Sam Altman, who him and some other board member are now leading Microsoft's new team. So it makes you wonder what's going on. Arguably the hottest company out there, hottest AI company out there, kicks out its CEO, and then Microsoft just grabs him immediately. So I don't know what's going on there. It's just kind of interesting. Everyone's kind of speculating what may have happened. I have no idea. As for this week, anything else? Economic data. We do have FOMC minutes from last month. I don't think it's going to really sway anything. Jobless claims, existing home sales. Probably not going to sway markets unless, they're really off from expectations. And of course, we got Thanksgiving Day. And, with Thanksgiving Day, I think a lot of people are on vacation, quite honestly. So I don't know how many people are actually going to be doing some heavy trading. But, with crypto, it's 24/7. Bitcoin never sleeps. So we'll see. There's definitely a lot of FOMO. If you guys watched my video yesterday, my Sunday walk video, it was all about feeling good, FOMO, and deviations from previous cycles, right? Thought it was a pretty good one. And if you didn't watch it, you should go do so after the stream, of course. All right, now getting back to crypto, the whole community, including myself, we're starting to dream about the halving event. That's why there are sites like this that gives you a clock and tells you exactly when it's going to come. The halving clock, 149 days, 20 hours, 48 minutes, 43 seconds. So approximately April 18th, 2024. What does that mean? Less than 5 months away. That's really quick. And we're less than 2 months away from a spot Bitcoin ETF approval because most likely it will be approved in January. So we got so many good things coming. The halving event, even despite everything else, like let's say we discount everything else. We don't have spot Bitcoin ETFs approvals. We don't have Ethereum spot ETF approvals. We don't have anything else. You remove all the macro stuff. If nothing else, this is still here. The most bullish, kind of like, I don't know what you call it. This is like a flip of a switch. This is the most bullish thing for Bitcoin because the inflation rate gets cut in half. And there's no other asset that does this. Not only do we have a set supply, but the inflation rate gets cut in half. Set in stone by code every 4 years. There's nothing out there that has this. So this is the most bullish thing there is for Bitcoin. I mean, we don't A lot of people don't remember, but usually when you flip after a halving event, that's when Bitcoin really starts going up. But of course, we have other things going on that will accelerate the pump, the gains. Okay, so what has never happened before with Bitcoin and Ethereum? For example, we have made a new record. Active supply, okay, of Bitcoin and Ethereum at record lows. Record lows. What does that mean? Okay, over the last year, people that are trading Bitcoin has gone to a point where we have never seen before. Okay, only 30% of Bitcoin and 39% have moved in the past year. Lowest values on record since data collection began in 2017. So what does that mean? Long-term holders, the hodlers out there, they continue to stack, and they're not worried about trading. They're not worried about Bitcoin's fluctuations, especially ahead of the halving event. Like, it'd be really silly to be selling right now. I mean, yeah, some of you guys may be selling because you want to pick up some alts. That's fair. But as for like panic selling, people that are looking to take a profit and exit out of the market, literally like no one. Everyone is jumping in. The FOMO is here. Okay, so it makes a whole lot of sense. And this will continue to go down further and further and further and further. And here's the opposite view. Percentage Bitcoin supply that hasn't moved in a year is at 70 plus. First time in history, going all the way back to the very beginning. 70% has not moved in 1 year. And you could see that just ticking upwards now. And it's about to make a new run. Right. So this is part of fundamentals. I show you guys all the time. I'm always talking about fundamentals of Bitcoin improving and strong as ever. And arguably never been as strong as now. And people don't get that. No one really gets it. Everyone just looks at the price. Well, we're not at 70,000. What are you talking about? But this is what I'm talking about. Like, never in history have we had the supply last active 1+ year ago at 70%. Never. Never. Not even in 2021. Not even in 2017, the peak years. We're way above those times. Just think about how good it's going to be this time around when the fundamentals are already at all-time high, and then the price catches up, where Bitcoin will end afterwards, right? I mean, these metrics are so bullish. People are just not paying enough attention to them. This is why I'm so bullish. When I see metrics like this, like how do I not be bullish? Like I really, you can't make this up. You can't look at this and say, well, 70% being held is a bearish thing. You know, it may reverse at this point, right? The only times this actually reverses is when parabolic phases come. Like parabolic runs, that's when this actually goes down, right? And we're not there yet, despite the fact that prices are starting to move up too. So just think about that, okay? And there's so many bullish things that's going on right now outside the country. You have one of the biggest private private banks, okay, now offering Bitcoin and Ethereum trading for their high net worth individuals. You notice all the banks are doing that right now. They're not allowing low net worth individuals, only high net worth individuals. And it makes you wonder why. Because even JP Morgan does this. If you look at JP Morgan's wealth division, catering to the high net worth individuals, they also allow them to trade Bitcoin and Ether. Yet the underlings are not. If you walk into a JP Morgan bank and you say, I want to buy some Bitcoin, they're going to laugh at you. Not only that, if you tell them you want to start a bank account that deals with Bitcoin, Ether, or any crypto in general, they will not allow you to open that account. And they will shut it down too. See, that's how it works, right? So these guys, they're all buttering up. They're high net worth individuals because they already know this is the future, but they're trying to keep everyone else like on the down low. No, you don't want that. You don't want that. And this is happening with every bank out there, including JP Morgan. And Jamie Dimon still plays this farce like, oh, I don't believe in Bitcoin. I don't believe in that, yet offering it to all of his wealthy clients. That's just how it works. But we know better, okay? We don't need to buy Bitcoin and Ether from the banks. We know there's other avenues. But for normal retail investors, mom and pops, you know, they may be strolling like, I hear about Bitcoin. Can I buy it? And they're going to say, no, you cannot. And you should stay far away from it. All right, what else is there? There's actually other bullish foreign news, but, you know, I'll just get to that later. But here's another bullish chart. There's just a lot of bullish charts everywhere. Very, very bullish charts. If you look at this, the Bollinger Bands, you can see below, when we entered a bull market, there's actually a bull market threshold, and we're ahead of the game. If you look at April 2016, right, that's after the halving event in 2016. October 2020, that's a little bit after the halving event in May of 2020. So now we're not even past April of 2024 yet, but yet this indicator shows that we are already in this new bull market. Okay, that's very, very positive. Again, could be because of the institutional interest right now. Could also be because the macro conditions are pushing people towards Bitcoin. You know, you don't know, right? But if you look at the time frame, 2 years, 3 months, 2 years, 9 months, 2 years, 7 months, we're pretty darn close. Pretty darn close, even though we're not at the halving event. Who cares, I guess, right? Sometimes things change. And this time could be for the better. If we start our parabolic run a little bit early, I don't think anyone's going to complain. So that's looking pretty bullish as well. How could that not look bullish? I mean, look at the hash rate. It just keeps going upwards like this now. You know, before it was like more tapered. Now it's like just going, it's just skyrocketing. The higher this goes, the more secure the network is. That's quite simply it. And more decentralized, really, Bitcoin becomes. So that's fantastic. Again, part of the growing fundamentals, okay? Keeps on getting better. All right. Also, you have a pro-Bitcoin candidate, Javier, that just won the election in Argentina. And he's the one that's been saying very, very, very good things about Bitcoin, okay? When you have a large country with hundreds of millions of citizens. I think Argentina is hundreds of millions. I'm not sure, but they're a large country. When you have a large country that is about to fully embrace Bitcoin, let's see if he's true to his word, because he was really hyping it up. And here's him talking about how with legal tender, they scam you with inflationary tax. Bitcoin's a natural reaction against central bank scammers to make money private again. So basically, he also does not like inflation. He likes hedges against inflation. And Argentina suffers from like 136% inflation year to year right now. They are just suffering from hyperinflation right now. So they need to do something better. And there has been many times when, you know, they try to come out with their own crypto that's backed by oil and it just didn't work out. I forgot what it's called. But hopefully he does join El Salvador and many others in terms of using Bitcoin, you know, to back either the currency or just, you know, at least put into the treasury or make Bitcoin legal tender. Max Kaiser says he's hearing 3 more countries in the region going to make Bitcoin legal tender in early 2024. If Argentina does so, so many others in the Latin America area will be following. So also very, very bullish. Very bullish indeed, right? Everything's bullish, you know, really bullish. This is not bullish yet, so I take that back. This is measuring altcoins. So we're kind of in that accumulation stage right now, but we know a lot of alts have been doing very well. A lot of alts have been doing very, very well, but not some of the smaller ones. You know, the mid ones, okay. Small caps, not so much. Micro caps haven't started moving. Yesterday's video, I talked about how micro caps And small caps and even meme coins haven't moved yet. XRP haven't moved yet, right? But they will. They will. So right now, we could say we're still kind of in accumulation stage. The expansion, which is the bull stage for alts, they will come. They will certainly come. So still good to stack right now. Really good to stack. Let's see. Near. Let's talk a little about Near. Near protocol has soared 110% in a month. So, yeah, it's one of those L1s that's doing well. Some of you guys asked. I always call Near like a mini Solana. Okay? They're still way off from their previous high, but they are moving right now in a big way. Why is that? Just optimism. And then you got Binance Japan supporting them. You also have games, like major games coming aboard, right? I've told you guys, I'm very bullish on the new generation Web3 games because I think these game makers are learning from what didn't work from before, which is just shove Web3 in people's faces right away, gamers specifically, and that's the wrong way to do it. You gotta build a really good game first, then draw them in, then shove the Web3 in their face afterwards. I think that's the right call. And these game makers are starting to do that. Some of these AAA games that's coming out, they look absolutely fantastic. So Near also has a lot of games. So they're doing good. But it's not just them. Obviously, there's a lot of other L1s out there that are doing very well. If you're looking at institutional inflows, Solana is number 2 right behind Bitcoin. Look at the weak inflow, okay? And then look at Ethereum and others did get an inflow. But look at Solana. Solana's just there's more inflows in Solana right now than Ethereum. And think about that. There are a lot of institutions that really believe in Solana at this point. And Solana's meme coin, Bonk, gone up 2,300% in a month. Another one of those memes that shot up but cannot sustain itself. Can it keep going? I don't know. But what I do know is this. Meme coins, they're people drivers. They drive a lot of new users to whatever project or whatever chain that they're on, right? So this could be good. Sneck did the same thing for Cardano. They kind of fizzed out now. Maybe they'll come back, but Bond could be doing the same thing for Solana as well. That's pretty much it. Let's see. I want to remind you guys, a lot more IFC videos are coming up each and every day, right? This last one from Rodney, My Crypto Journey, that was a good one, calling out his opponent, and there's a lot more. And Josh will be putting out another video too, so make sure you subscribe to CryptosRus Plus. And then that's it. Let's do some Q&A. Oh, I gotta give you guys an update on my leverage plays here on BingX here. So my open on Bitcoin, which is a 20x long, which is probably too aggressive, but anyways, it's up $639. So that's good. So the previous $600 I lost on Avalanche, which got liquidated, I just made up for it. And Celestia, actually over the weekend, it went up and down. Now I'm only down about 5%. So looking good. Looking good so far. All right, let's do some Q&A. Man, I thought a lot of people were on vacation this week, but no, we still got over 4,000 people tuned in. Maybe no one wanted to wake up, that's all. Good morning, everyone. Let me see here. Chicken Ray says, I'm thankful for George. Thank you, I appreciate that. I've been watching since 2021, according to Zane. I'm glad you stayed around. 2021 was very bullish. 2022 was not. And 2023 at the beginning was very, very bearish too. Arnell asked about Axelar. Uh, it's a liquidity provider, so it allows a lot of dexes to swap between different chains. So I know a lot of like cross-chain dexes. I think they call it, dex aggregators allows them to operate. But for me, I'm not very bullish on them. They're great for utility, but as an investment, no. Population of Argentina is 47.3 million. I'm sorry. I thought it was hundreds of millions. I'm thinking about Brazil. I thought it was more than that, but my fault. But 47.3 million people. That's a lot. That's a lot. Close to 50 million people that could all be embracing. You know what? A lot of them already do. A lot of people in Argentina, they don't know what to do. Their dollar or peso, whatever the Argentina fiat is inflating by 130% year to year, which is just crazy if you think about it. So that means if you equate, that's like more than whatever their buying power is decreasing by more than 50% year to year. Why is Alluvium pumping so much? Well, they're supposed to be added. Their beta is coming out, and they're supposed to be added to, I think, Epic Games store. So they're doing pretty well. I mean, they're not really pumping. Let's see. This 7 days, 18%. That's not bad. 1 month, 170%. That's not bad. 400 million also isn't bad, but you know what's bad is when you go all time. They almost topped out at 2,000. Man, long way to climb back up. But you know what? They're starting to, right? So let's see how good their beta game is, because I got off the Alluvium bandwagon because I've been waiting for years upon years for them to finish, and they just seems like they never finish. So we'll see. Once it gets added, let's see how much users gets brought in. Hey, we're looking pretty good right now. 37.3. I think we had a little scam wick right there. You know, a little manipulation to try to drive people out. And then we came right back up. Today could be very good. Could be really, really good. Andrew, L1 or AI narrative for this cycle? You know, the thing is, there's not too many good AI projects, okay? So, you know, there's a few, like Singularity and Fetch, and people associate, like, Render into it, but they're, you know, really the true AI project is Singularity that's leading the way. The others are kind of, like, mixed. So, you know, the narrative is still L1s. L1s will never be not the narrative, I think, for a long time, until we onboard some really crazy dApps or games that brings in hundreds of millions of users, right? Well, even then, the L1s they reside on will still be the hottest thing. Why, SJ, why BTC, why high BTC fees? Because there's more activity. Are we at diminishing returns at the moment? I don't know what that means. Are we going to see diminishing returns for the tops of every cycle from now on? Yeah, we can't do like 1,000x every cycle now, right? But we could do 10x's. You know, that's pretty good. Do you think Sol will flip BNB? I never thought it was possible, but it seems like you're right. I didn't think Solana was going to get anywhere close to flip XRP or BNB, but it's getting to a point where it's not too far off, especially, you know, with XRP just really not moving. Solana has cooled off, but it's still around $60. But BNB has not caught fire yet, which may happen, by the way. BNB does this, and then it catches on fire. I would not be surprised if BNB somehow, like, pumps to, like, 350, 400 in short time. It always kind of does that. And then XRP, on the other hand, I just don't know why XRP Army hasn't started buying by the boatloads. Solana, yeah, could. They could flip each other. And then they could flip. Yeah, I mean, it always happens. And Dairy, appreciate that. I saw some news XRP has sold millions of tokens at a loss. Is that true? Well, who sold XRP? XRP itself can't sell itself. And Ripple would never sell at a loss. That doesn't make any sense. Got 4,300 people in here. And Bitcoin is still climbing. Today is turning out to be a very good day. Let's see. We have not been able to break. All right. So first of all, this line, I got to extend it. Extend it here. If we do fall down, it will be something like this. We'll probably fall to like 36 something. But if we don't and we keep going, you know, the resistance we need to break is right here. About 38,000. We tested it twice, right? We're only 600 points away. If we break through that, 39.1 is the next stop. That's a hard resistance, and after that, we're into the 40s. Okay, we might end the year, you know, around. I call it between 40 to 45,000. We still have 2 weeks this month. Yeah, 2 weeks of this month and one full December. Can we do that? Yes. Yes, we can. How's my trade? It's doing pretty well. Well, my Celestia turned up to green, plus 41. My BTC is now plus 700. So, yeah, normally, you know, when I was starting DGEM with you guys, trying to do it every stream, I figured that's catching it wrong. It's too hard to do that. You know, to leave a long term is better because that's what I normally do. But again, trading with leverage is very dangerous. It could flip very, very fast, even with small leverage. So all the liquidations you guys see, that happens all the time, it's all the crazy leverage, like the 20, 30, 50, 100, right? If you're doing conservatively, like 3x, 5x, you're probably not going to get liquidated unless there's a huge dump. But even at 10x, you know, you could go into red really, really quickly. Let's see, in the last hour, I talked about Near. Near is coming up again. Celestia's up almost $7. That's crazy, actually. Lido is doing very well. A lot of the stacks is doing well. Stacks is good. Programmable language on top of Bitcoin. Lido is liquid staking for Ethereum and others. Avalanche is still holding pretty well. Arweave goes below everyone's radar. No one really looks at Arweave, but they're a fantastic storage play. Storage usually pretty boring, but they're the storage backbone for Solana. People don't realize that Solana doesn't have storage. They never built it out. They use Arweave for storage. That could be the reason why. Ooh, gaining more momentum here. Jose said, I bought 2 years of NordVPN. Congrats. Hopefully you use my affiliate link. But yeah, you know, VPNs are quite useful. What happened to Yearn Finance? Is a potential rug pull? It's not a rug pull. Yearn's been around for a long time. But whenever something gets really, really, really hot, like it pumps like 30, 50, 100% a day, that usually means that you want to not buy at that time because it's about to go down, which is exactly what happened. How would miners get rewarded when rewards get low from halving and transaction fees get so high that people start using second layer? Transaction fees, when they get high, that's good for miners. That's how they make fees. That's how they make money. So what you're saying is kind of counterintuitive. The rewards do get low, yes, but the dollar amount of Bitcoin gets higher. So that makes up for it. And transaction fees gets high when there's a lot of usage and they make more money. Come on, Jose. You're in here all the time and you use Rand's affiliate link. Gary Gensler's in here. Shout out to Gary. What about VeChain? I lost faith. Why? VeChain hasn't done anything bad. VeChain is still up there and is gaining strength right now. The thing is, guys, you got to realize, it's right here, okay, 40. Yes, it should get stronger. It should be higher, and it hasn't. But here's the thing, guys. When you're holding on a great project, doesn't mean that you need to just sell it for something else. That's why you diversify. If you like VeChain, and you're like, oh, well, but, you know, I see like Solana pumping, right? I want to get some Solana. You should diversify, not get rid of that, because as soon as you do that, usually that's when the thing that you get rid of goes up. So it's okay to hold multiple L1s. The space is big enough for everyone, right? And they move in waves. Some will get really hot, and then some will start getting hot. And then the previous ones, you know, they stop. It always does that, every single cycle. Let's see, U.S. market today, pretty good. Flipped to the green. Except this is still really awkward. I don't know how or why, you know, the CEO of the hottest AI company just gets ousted. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But it happened. He says your new camera for your Sunday video is great. Yeah, that Pocket 3 is awesome. And here's the thing. I downgraded on purpose because my original, you know, if you render a video like that in Premiere, I downgraded to 1080p and I changed the settings down. So it was about 4 gigs. The original size was 12 gigs. And that was looking outrageous, like so good. In fact, it looked almost like it was fake. So I actually downgraded, but it's a fantastic camera. If you guys want like a good vlog camera, you should look at the Pocket 3. It's really good. AA, stop spamming about Kusama. Not the biggest fan of it. Turn to Big Four, according to Jermaine. 4-2? What is the -2? But anyways, you said now your knee and back hurts. Well, join the club. Okay, when you turn 40, unless you're very, very, very active, your body starts breaking down. I'm waiting for nanobots to be injected into our bodies and make us superhuman. And I hear that's going to happen in the next, like, 50 years or 40 years. And then we'll all live to, like, 200. I don't know. I'm hoping that comes out within our lifetime. Where's that thing? Yeah. Here's the thing. People don't need to watch my Sunday videos at 2K, Leon, or 4K. Like, people are not watching to see the clarity of my face while I'm walking the forest, right? But I think it's a big improvement, yesterday's quality versus the one. But the thing is, improvement in quality didn't get more views. That's the thing. I don't know why. Yesterday's video did not do nearly as well as the one from the previous Sunday. J Star asked about Arweave. I do like Arweave a lot. I think it's the best. For me, it's my favorite decentralized storage play. People always ask me, like, why don't you like Filecoin or Storage or Sidecoin, Arweave? Arweave has the most traction, has the most partnerships. No, I don't like Grok. Stop asking about it. People just copy the name because of Elon's AI project, okay? So that's an instant no. You know what the retirement age will be if we live to 200? Probably like 140. If everyone could live to 200, because now we have insane nanotechnology that makes us healthy for a long time, people will have to work for 140 years. Probably. 150 to 140 years. Joe asked about Solana to 150 this cycle. No, it's not going to hit 150 this cycle. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that would be ridiculous. That's way too much. Oh, no, I'm looking at Cardano. I'm sorry. Solana, yes. No, I take that back. Solana to 150 is more than doable. That's actually too conservative. I mean, their previous high was like 250, so it'll get to at least 250. Sorry, I was looking at Cardano before, but Sol could get to 250, at least. Am I watching a new Hunger Games video movie? I would if my kids wanted to watch it, but they have no interest. So I don't know. They want to watch. One of my kids want to watch a new Freddy movie. And he's kind of scared of it. I don't know how scary it is. I don't know anything about Freddy. Some bears that attack people or something like that. Jerome says, George, as long as Gary is SEC chair, there will be no ETFs, and promoting otherwise is irresponsible. I 100%, I 1,000% disagree with what you said there. We will get spot ETFs, regardless if Gary is there or not. And you saying otherwise, I would argue, is irresponsible. No, it's not. It's not irresponsible, but I 100% disagree with you. And so does everyone else. Jamie, I will not be doing that, okay, on my Sunday walks. Phantom. Some people asking about Phantom. You know, I don't know. I still like them, and they're obviously still doing well, 1 billion. But you know, they've gone through a lot. So yeah, I think they're still thinking about changing themselves to L2 also. I don't know. I'm okay with them. I'll just say I'll still support them, but not the most bullish stance on it, I guess. What will happen to Bitcoin when World War III breaks out? Well, if there's nuclear missiles being like launched in World War III, then Bitcoin's will go to zero, and everything else will go to zero. So there's no worries about investments then. You just have to worry about surviving. Very, very little people left on Earth after war breaks out. Have you heard of Pyth on Sol? Yes, I have. And I say no, because if you want an Oracle, it's just Chainlink. Chainlink's going to integrate to Solana eventually. It's going to integrate to Cardano eventually. Even though they have their own oracles, no one trusts them. Just go with Chainlink. Or just don't look at oracles. How does the family cook the bird? Usually just in the oven. I don't know this. I've never tried deep fried before. Never tried smoked before. So just in the oven. I hear fried turkeys taste really good, really tender, but I've never tried it. If World War III breaks out, I'm taking my ledger and going into the woods. Well, yeah, but how long are you going to survive in the woods, really? When that nuclear radiation blows into the woods, you're as good as gone. Unless you have an underground bunker with sustainable environment like water and plant life and fish and a million canned goods, like you're not going to survive very long anyways. If we have World War III where we don't use nukes, then okay, that's a different story. But, you know, I just don't see how, if one side eventually loses, they just might press the button. But you know what? All this World War III talk is sending Bitcoin upwards. 37.5 almost. It's looking good. We're going to break our previous high right here. Was 37.5. We go break through that, and then we got to break through the other one. The other one's up here, a little bit higher. Yeah, almost at 38. James, any thoughts on cornucopia built on Unreal 5 engine? Overhyped. I saw that project when it was touted in 2021. And they said they're not going to be done until 2025 or something, or 2027. So you know, you could have all these projects have the fanciest trailers or supposedly gameplay. That's what they have. If you go to their website, it looks great. But when are they actually going to have the actual game out for people to play? It's still a while. So I'm not a fan of it. All right, I think it's time to go. Maybe I just throw another play. What's another I'll let you guys choose. What's a project that should throw a 10x at? Something that is a very good, viable project that'll be here for a long time. Besides the usual stuff, which I already know. But looking down the list, I like Immutable. I like Optimism. I like VeChain. I like Injective. I don't like Render, but a lot of people do. Celestia, still on the fence about, but they are doing very well. Gala is doing well today. Oh, I know another one. A gaming project is doing well. I was looking at Vulcan. Vulcan's PYR is doing very well. They're closing in at 200 million, 190 million. So Gala has to watch out. Vulcan actually might pass Gala soon. Yeah, Joey just said PYR. They might be a good long. I think they are a good long-term hold. Someone else says Antonio Cardano has it all, especially Africa. Why don't you like it? I didn't say I don't like it. They're just very boring and slow, and there's not a whole lot of usage right now. Arweave, I like Arweave. Vulcan is usually the best gaming ecosystem. Yeah, looking pretty good. I don't know if they have Vulcan here. I don't think they have Vulcan. Let's see, GameFi. Gala is doing a 12% today. Sandbox 5% mana, big time. They don't have Vulcan. At least not with Bing X. Let's see. You know what? Just for fun. Let's go to page 2. I'm always on page 1. Let's go to page 2. Ooh, Terra got pushed back in page 2. Woo Network got pushed back to page 2. Scale. Oh, someone was asking about Scale. I'm not a fan of Scale. Nor am I a fan of Akash. Illuvium is doing well. Flux is doing well. I wish Flux actually would do better. They're actually in the AI play, in the AI space now, but people just don't realize it. C is another. C or Psy. I think Psy. Jackson Miles, appreciate it. And Done, appreciate it. Moonbeam is the sister chain of Kusama. No, they're a side chain of Polkadot that's EVM compatible. They have lost a lot of momentum. Meme coin. Yeah, meme coin is not doing that well anymore. It's starting to lose momentum, but yeah, it's still pretty big. 253. Band protocols, another like Oracle that again just not gaining a lot of strength anymore. Bat is still good. Let's do 24 hours instead of 1 hour. Yeah. See, this is why people ask me. It's not that people are interested in it. Like someone kept asking me, what do you think about scale? You don't jump into something after it goes up 50% in a day. If you do that, you're just asking to lose money. Same with Axelar. Beam. Yeah. Singularity. ACH. I like ACH. Could Dana change their logo? It's not red anymore? That's not going to help, though. I don't know. I can't get into any of those right now. Synthetic, Fetch, Near, those are all great. ApeCoin still not so good. I like Arweave a lot. Today's not a good day to throw a 10x though. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it alone. How do you feel about Anchor? Not a fan. Not the biggest fan of Anchor. Ooh, we're like right there. If we just like push above. Right there. I like Flux, you know. I would put some money on Flux, but they're just slow. They're so slow moving. DCA portfolio is going to look fantastic this week, I think. Probably in the green for the first time. Man. Lido could be good. 7%. Near protocol. Yeah, I just got done talking about Near today. $7 days. Barely up 7%. Week. A month is good. Miguel, I do hold PYR already. Yes, I do. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. So, no 10x today, but I'll leave these open. Looking pretty good. $128 on Celestia. Start out in the red, now green. BTC still looking good. Go keep that open. So, not too bad. But again, don't play with leverage. I'm just being a degen. That's all. But overall, as for Bitcoin, it's doing very good today. It's Thanksgiving week. Let's see. Low volume, low volatility. Could that pump Bitcoin more? Quite possibly. And it formed new records. And it's still getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So, smash it a like. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Last question, Jackson Miles. What are your thoughts on Tectum? I don't really have any thoughts, but I'm not impressed with 1 million transactions per second because there's no one on there. You don't need 1 million transactions per second. Allows you to send crypto anonymously and free. Creates digital certificates. Okay, it sounds like you already know them and you're a bag holder, but I'm not, and I'm not impressed with that. I may change my mind later, but I just don't know enough about them. So, all right, guys, have a good one. I'll see you guys tonight. Take care. Bye-bye.